Hello and welcome to the Cubbears fan report for November the 26th, 2024, Thanksgiving week. Well, hope y'all have a happy Thanksgiving, but the Bears are destined to have a tough Thanksgiving as they play Detroit this week, and they found another way to lose on the 24th against the Vikings. They took them to overtime, but they still lost in overtime. It was a brilliant game by Caleb Williams. He finally lived up to his billing. Thomas Brown called the plays right. Caleb Williams executed the plays, distributed the ball the way we always wanted him to those three great wide receivers and tight ends and running backs and whoever, and he ran the ball well. It was a good game for him. Good offensive calls by Thomas Brown. And then other failures. The Bears found another way to lose the game. Two special teams gaffes. They muffed a punt, and that cost them. And then they also had a field goal blocked that was well within range from the 30-yard line. They are having some failures in execution, and that comes back to coaching. The question is, will Richard Hightower be fired as a way to cover for the mistakes of Matt Eberflus? I like Matt Eberflus as a coach, but he is not a great executive. He's a good defensive coordinator, but he is not a good head coach. So he will probably not finish the season. Some have wondered whether they should fire him mid-season and give Thomas Brown a shot, since he has been a head coaching candidate, and he will likely be gotten rid of when Matt Eberflus gets fired. But the question then is, why not try him out now? He's on the staff, and see what he can do so they don't have to change the offense. That would be an interesting suggestion, because the offense has played better. The offensive line has played better since Thomas Brown was promoted. So let's go through the rundown of the failures of this team. Against the Washington Commanders, who have not played well since the Bears lost to them, they had a defensive malfunction and should have won the game. With the Cardinals and the Patriots, the offense was falling apart, and they fired Shane Waldron. And against Green Bay and the Vikings, the Bears were in a position to win, and the special teams performance was not up to par. I like Richard Hightower, but I don't like the end results. So the question will be, what will happen? Because Eberflus is going to go down with the ship. The ship's going to sink, and all the coaches are going to lose their jobs. But they have contracts, so they're not going to be unemployed for very long. They're not going to be penniless and on the street corner begging for coins. In any case, the Bears had a really good game by Caleb Williams. He was 32 of 47 for 340 yards. That's the guy we drafted. That's the guy we expected. And the offense was functioning well. So the malfunction of the Bears offense previously related to play calling by Waldron and the inability of Caleb to get the ball out quickly to his receivers. He distributed the ball well. There were, DJ Moore had 7 receptions for 106 yards. Keenan Allen had 9 receptions for 86. That's the guy we wanted to get, and he looked really good. Cole Kmet had 7 receptions for 64. Rome Odunze, 5 for 39. DeAndre Swift rushed the ball 13 times for 30 yards. Caught the ball 3 times for 35. Not a stellar performance, but solid. And Caleb Williams was also decisive when he ran the ball. He decided what he's going to do early, but it wasn't until overtime that he held the ball too long and sustained a sack, and the Bears had the ball first in overtime. They were humming along on offense, and then they failed. It was, I don't know if that was on Thomas Brown or if that was on Caleb Williams. He held the ball too long. He needed to get rid of it, and he had an open DeAndre Swift. I could see him, but he missed him. He didn't see him, and he held the ball too long and sustained a sack, and then couldn't get all the yards back. But this is the Cubbears fan report. Please support my sponsor, Robinhood Brewery. And Table 127 sadly closed after business on Saturday, so we went there to say goodbye. It's hard to sustain a restaurant, so we need to support them if you're in Iuka, Mississippi. Some people think it's Iuka, Mississippi. The navigation thinks it's Iuka. It says, you're coming to Iuka, Mississippi. It's Iuka, Mississippi. It's named for an Indian chief named Chief Iuka. And I'm in Tishomingo County, and it was the Tishomingo Indians who featured Iuka. In any case, please support the Robinhood Brewery for microbrewed beer. I appreciate your support. Please like and subscribe. This is the Cubbears fan report. We'll see if anybody gets fired and see how the Bears do against Detroit. I would love to see them upset them on Thanksgiving. That would be a Thanksgiving gift to make the Black Friday all that much better. Thank you.